Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Espresso Vibe. Today, we're going to check out this honey processed box from Brandywine Coffee, which Brandywine is one of my favorites. Over the last 2 years, I've gotten a lot of their different beans, and they're all awesome. They lean a lot towards like natural processing, very much light roast dominant, but everything I've had from them is great. So check it out. So what we get in here is a yellow honey processing, red honey processing, and black honey processing. Let's talk for a second about what honey processing is. So you've got on one side of the spectrum, you've got washed coffee, and on the other side is natural. You've probably seen that on bags of beans you bought or stuff you've purchased at a cafe. So a natural processed bean is one where the fruit of the actual coffee, where the bean is inside, the fruit is dried and fermented with the bean in there. So all the sugars and the different fermenty flavors from the fruits are all captured inside of the bean, those flavors. And a washed processed bean is one where the fruit and the pulp is all washed off before the coffee is fermented and dried out. And that results in a cleaner cup. Honey process is exactly in the middle of the two. So they leave some of the mucilage and the pulp on the bean, so you get some of the fruitiness and some of those fermented tones. All right, so what's really cool about this is they've included the tasting notes and all the info. So you can see these are all grown at the exact same altitude. They're the exact same varietals. The only thing different is the processing. Yellow honey, red honey, and ooh, this one just says honey, but it's the black honey, so. All right, yellow honey. Test taste.
Ooh.
So it's a Ristretto style shot, so it's 20 grams, 18 in, 20 out, which is more restricted than we intended. But milk, I put 30 grams in there. So that's a Cortado, which really keeps all of the coffee flavors in the forefront. This is the one with the caramel, tangerine, and butterscotch.
Definitely taste the tangerine. I was trying to describe the sweetness that I was tasting in this, but I couldn't describe it because it was so bright, but it wasn't floral and it wasn't berry and it wasn't super acidic. And then the tangerine is what came to mind.
That's what's tricky about coffee tones is that like the acidity might taste like an orange or the acidity could be like a berry, but your mouthfeel and your actual primary flavors could be more of those caramel tones. That's what I get with this one. I get more of those caramel and butterscotch as the primary tones, but the actual acidity, like the way the acidity strikes the tongue is that citric kind of acidity.
But the way that the butterscotch and the tangerine come together in your mouth, that gives it that full mouthfeel. And it's bright and it's warm, but it's not too warm. It's very soft. I know. So it's very savory. Because of with a little bit of milk in it, it's a little bit more moussey than I normally would, drink it. But with the warmth and the brightness together, it comes together.
Yeah.
It tastes really good.
Yeah, no, I love it.
Yeah,
I'm glad you like it too. Thanks for joining us. It's been fun exploring the yellow honey processed coffee with you today. We'll be back soon exploring the red and the black. Cheers.